Good morning, everybody. I'm Mrs. Trent.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
And I'm the Technology Integration Specialist for Kemper. And so today, I'm here to let you know that you're a very special group. Because...
Every day you're a special group.
Yes, but specifically today. Because you are the first class in the entire Kemper school system that's going to be doing a breakout. Okay? And you're like, I've never heard of a breakout before, right? Well, let me explain kind of what it is, okay? We're going to have you guys fill out the questions there that are on your sheet about the Grand Canyon, because that's what you're learning about, right, in social studies, and the Southwest and those kinds of states. So Mrs. Ishai gave me some questions and things that she wants to make sure you know the facts about, okay? So, but that's where we kind of started. And then I created some puzzles and some problem-solving activities for all of you to do. And I want to point out a few things around the room, okay? You're going to notice that there's some envelopes over here, okay? And you're going to also notice that there's some of these little purple things. You know what this is at all?
Is it a keychain?
No? It kind of looks like this.
Is it a whiteout?
Not a whiteout. A light.
Oh,
Okay?
is it an ultraviolet light?
It's an ultraviolet light, yes. And so I'm just going to kind of tell you might need to use this light with these envelopes. Okay? Now, in this activity, you're going to do lots of problem solving. And so sometimes you're going to be like, I don't know what to do or what this answer is. And you're going to be tempted to ask Mrs. A. Schneider or myself what the answer is. And we're not going to tell you. It's for you to figure out with your group. Okay? It's not to be mean. It's to get you to think. You're going to have tons of fun. And you're going to learn tons of things. And you're going to do lots of thinking. Okay? Now, something else I want to point out to you back here at the table. You're going to notice that there is like a safe deposit box thing, and there's some bags back here, and they have locks on them. So some of the times you have to find out a clue to unlock what's inside the bags. Okay?
Oh, this is awesome.
Notice this one. It's a nice big one, isn't it?
Oh.
I bet that's for the last thing. So there's a surprise in there for you. Okay? All the way from the Grand Canyon. Okay? So we got to go over some rules. Miss Ishai, can you help me out there?
I'm gonna go there.
Okay, first of all, we have some rules. Number one, if you know the answer to the question, super fantastic. However, do not shout out the answer. Okay? It's really important for the team that's up, and you'll know what that is in a second, that they work through the problem and they come up with the answer, and then they'll tell you the answer. And you can write it on your sheet, or if you already have it on your sheet, you can check to make sure you're correct. Okay? So, no yelling out the answer. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Second thing is silent cheers are encouraged. Have you done silent cheers before?
Yes.
Let me see a silent cheer. Oh, you can do better than that. Okay, so some silent cheers you can do, like raise the roof. You can also do jazz hands. You can do like Saturday Night Live. Anything like that, you can do a little bit of dance like this, anything. But the biggest thing is that they're silent, and you need to do them in your desk. Okay, so you can't stand up. You have to be seated to do them. Okay, so silent cheers. No yelling out the answers. Okay, get creative with your silent cheers. The next thing, number 3, is don't give up, because you're going to be like, well, I don't know what the answer is. I don't know what we're doing. You're going to want to quit. You're going to say, well, tell me the answer, Mrs. Tripp. Tell me the answer, Mrs. Ishai. And we're going to say, it's time to problem solve. And that's where you need to work with your group and talk to each other and figure out what the answer is. And work together. Now, if you really get stuck, Mrs. Ishai and myself will help you. However, that's for us to decide and not you, okay? Because we want you guys to do all the thinking. And then number 4, you're going to problem solve and have lots of fun. Okay? All right. So, to start out with, I need the first group, Miss Ishai.
And that would be
Sarah and Ava.
Come on up, Sarah and Ava. You want to advance to the next slide? All right. Miss Sarah and Ava, are you ready to begin the breakout? I didn't hear. You look scared. Okay, this is the first envelope. Okay. You're going to play hangman to answer this question. Here's your question. Read it out loud to everybody. Everybody at your seat, that's your first question on your worksheet. Follow along with them, please.
The Grand Canyon
Do not
is
say the answer.
located in which U.S. state?
Do not say the answer. Okay. They're figuring it out, remember? You don't answer, they figure it out.
Okay.
Okay? All right, so you guys have a hangman here. So I will take the handy dandy stylist. So here's the boxes that spell out the answer. So give me a letter. C. Oh, let me grab a pen. There we go.
A.
That probably gives it away, right?
Yeah.
R.
R.
Oh, I know.
You can just say it too, if you know it. What's the next letter? Or do you want to say the whole thing? Okay, the next letter, or do you know the whole word?
Give them practice as well.
Okay. Do you know the letter?
N.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't there another way?
Yes, there is.
I.
What is it? Arizona. So tell the class, Arizona is the answer. Everybody give them a silent cheer. And Mrs. Eckstein has something for you girls to give the next group. So you go over to Miss Eckstein, she'll give you something.
Oh,
Give that to the next group, ladies, and that is 13.
13 and 18. And Max and Amy.
Okay, you have a key. What are we gonna do with it?
Unlock.
That's a good idea. We'll find something that you can unlock with it. Okay, there's a slip of paper in there, a skinny one. Read that, please.
Many people consider it to be one of the blank windows of the natural world. Solve the math problem to get the correct answer, then find that technical.
Okay, so their math problem is this.
Oh, really?
Figure out your math problem, okay. What's your answer?
7.
7. That is correct. So everybody write that down on your sheet. Silent cheer for them. 7. Oh, don't go anywhere. There's more that you have to do. What does it say?
7.
So the next group has to, I'll take the key, right? Next group has to find the number of what envelope? 7. So the next group, who are they?
Ellen and Aiden.
All right. So find them. I don't know. What do you think you should do? Did you find him? Okay.
Says the Grand Canyon is blank miles in length. Find the number and then use that number to unlock the next bag.
Okay, so here's their numbers. What's on here?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Oh, there's something on the top.
There's nothing. Okay, so 277. So the answer to the question, everybody, is?
277.
Write those down. Yeah, write that down. And the the next group, you need to tell them that number, because they have to unlock something. Who's next?
Oh. Tommy and Audrey.
Okay, so 277. That's your clue. And I'll give you another little clue. My husband's favorite color is green.
Where's the number supposed to be?
Okay. The arrows are, okay? You have to push that button in the middle and then pull it up. Push that in. Try the other side. Try the bottom up there. Sometimes these locks get a little, you gotta line it up exactly too. Okay. And then push the button. Pull. Hey! There you go. Alright, read what you have there.
At the widest point, the Grand Canyon stretches blank miles across. Tell what is special about the magic square for your answer.
Okay.
And find them.
Let's go to the to the board. Okay. This is called a magic square. There's something special about this magic square. You need to look at it, look at the numbers, and tell me what's special about it. You can talk to each other. Audience, you can think about it, but not talk to each other. Talk out loud.
The double-digit one?
It's a double-digit one. Okay, so there's a 10 there.
None of them are exactly in the middle.
No, okay, the numbers themselves. Okay. Think of more on the lines of math.
Oh, it goes in order. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
What's that special
They
about
all
it?
equal 18.
Correct. They all equal 18. Because look, anywhere you go down or across or even diagonally, all of them equal 18. Congratulations, that was a tough one. All right, so you need to tell the next group that they have the number 18. The rest of you need to fill 18 out on your sheet as well and give them a silent cheer. That was a good one. That was tough. All right, next group, 18. Got your clue, boys, 18. All right, what are we gonna do with that? 18.
Or traveling to different.
Nope, not that one. Here's just 18. Okay, so you found the 18 envelope. Open that up. What is that, boys?
A key.
Okay. Why'd you go back to that one?
I don't know.
Do any of the others have a place for a lock to go in? No. That's a little bit different though.
Yeah.
There's no place for key, right? Okay, so that one. Did you get it? Awesome.
At its narrowest point, it stretches blank miles across.
Solve the math problem on the whiteboard. Find the envelope with the correct number.
Okay, so we have to go back up here to the board. And it says, 4 people are traveling to different places or on different types of transport. Their names are Mrs. Ashide, Mrs. Trent, Mr. Geringer, and Mrs. Milligan. They either went on a train, a car, a plane, or a ship. Mr. Geringer hates to fly. Mrs. Milligan has to rent her vehicle, and Mrs. Trent gets seasick. Next slide. The chart below will help you solve that. Okay, so now you're going to use yeses and nos to kind of figure that out, and I'll have my sheet here to kind of read that to you again. If I can find where I put my sheet down. Here we go. So, just to recap now, 4 people are traveling, 4 different places, 4 different ways of traveling, right? Okay, so the first clue is that Mr. Geringer hates to fly. Right. Okay. So you know he's not going to fly, right? Okay. Mrs. Milligan has to rent her vehicle. Mrs. Milligan has to rent. Okay, so she's a Y. So we know what Mrs. Milligan's going to take, right? So she's like done. Okay. And Mrs. Trent gets seasick.
So that's
Okay, so now you guys got to figure out the rest of them with the information you have. Can you talk a little bit louder too?
okay.
They can't take the same thing.
Oh. So we got this. Okay.
It's so amazing.
No, that's what she said.
Okay. How about you guys at your desk? Have you figured it out yet? Still looking at it? Okay. Keep quiet. Okay. Now what? Okay. Okay. The N means no. That they're not gonna take that. Okay? We got Mrs. Ashide and Mrs. Trent left. We do like to travel. So they, when you say no, they can't take a what?
They can't take a train or a car.
Right, they can't take a train or car because, okay, okay. Okay, very good. Is this right?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because of none of the Y's are by each other. Across or down.
Right, so that's correct, right.
And then mine's
This is one of those problem-solving things where you have to have some of the information, but not all of it, and so you have to use what you have to figure out the rest. Well, very good, boys. Let's give them a silent cheer. Oh. Awesome. Now, I have one more question for you boys to pass on the clue to the next group. After solving all of that, how many people traveled?
4.
Give that answer to the, that's your answer to the problem. And give that, and pass it on to the next group. 4 is the next group's answer. So, who's the next group up?
10 and 19.
Okay,
Somewhere in there with that.
so number 4. Ooh, you're going right to the envelopes, huh? Okay. You select. Looking for the number 4. Did you find that up. What does that say in the envelope? You want my phone? Are you gonna make a long distance phone call? See what it says inside. Why would you need my phone? You have to scan a QR code, right? Go ahead and read that question.
What is this state bird as a result of? Use QR scan reader to scan the QR code that is to the website on the earth. Use to open the letters back on the figure.
Okay, so they're gonna scan this to find out Arizona State bird. That word then will unlock one of the bags over there for their word lock. So, here's my scanner, ladies. Go ahead and scan that code. Just hit okay. Close that out. Okay. All right, are you scanning it? What came up? Read what it says.
The cactus man.
Cactus wren. So that's the answer for you guys. Cactus wren. Silent cheer for those ladies. Thank you. Thanks for not making long distance phone calls. You can leave that there. And then, so wren. That's where we're going to take the next group. Question?
Yeah.
What?
It's not on this.
What's 6 then?
Is it in the wrong spot?
It doesn't say cactus.
Yeah.
It's not on there.
Isn't that on there? We were doing so well. You're right. I need that. Why don't you kind of put that in? Just write that in.
Can I write that up here?
Yeah, right on the side. Just write it on the side. This Arizona State bird is the cactus wren.
Yeah. It's okay.
That rhymes.
Cactus wren. So wren is the word we're looking for. Who's the next group? Next group.
11 and 14.
Okay,
Jason.
Jason.
14. Okay, wren. That's a number lock, okay? And there's 5 letters that you could spin, but wren's only how many letters?
4.
So somewhere there needs to be a blank space, and it's at the end, okay? Just that's a little clue for you. How are you doing? Getting close. Then put the blank there. Yep. Here you go. Awesome. Oh, just do that. Here. Yep. All right. Got some puzzle pieces. Read what your slip says.
The Grand Canyon is around blank feet deep. To find this answer, put together this puzzle, then find the envelope with the answer.
Okay, so you guys gotta put that puzzle together. And it's the puzzle is a picture of something that we're learning about right now. What do you think it might be? Uh-huh. Okay. All right, do you see a number? 6,000. 6,000 feet deep. Write that down.
Jeez.
And the next group. Give that envelope to the next group, please. now, the next group, want to read that, your sheet, please.
Then read the article on John Wesley Powell and answer these questions.
Okay, so everybody on your desk, we're gonna be answering these questions here, okay? And, so you did read this article, right? Okay,
John Wesley Powell was a soldier, scientist, and explorer. He is best known for his daring exploratory trips down the Green and Colorado rivers.
oh,
in 1862
was that a clue? Is that a clue?
and 1872.
Okay, so what's the first question is, what river runs through the Colorado, or the Grand Canyon? What is that? You're gonna fill in the blank, up there.
Green Colorado.
So it's just, and I think you just wanna do good stuff. Awesome. Okay, the next question that we're looking for is what year did John Wesley Powell explore the Grand Canyon? Keep reading for us.
And its currents were leading the first group of white men down the Colorado River through present-day Grand Canyon. It was 1869.
Ooh, oh,
10 men in 4 boats were about to embark on a journey that would cover most.
okay,
One,
hold on for a second. We got an answer, right? What's the answer? You guys up here? Okay, fill that in. And I think we can actually answer the next one too, right? What is that answer? What did it say?
how many went on his trip?
Yeah, how many did it say in the article? 4. No, not 4.
Oh,
10, yes, 10. All right, continue.
Tornado
Stuff.
drill. Down to second floor.